Welcome back to another video. So today it's another one of those videos. Where we're not gonna see any gameplay. We're just gonna see like this. I am gonna be doing something important. I'm gonna be predicting the records for the NFC North teams. If this video is short, I'll do more NFC teams, maybe the whole NFC. But right now, I think I might just do the NFC North. Alright, so when we do this though, we're gonna be predicting their ceiling, what I think their actual record will be, and the worst they can do. Alright, so let's start with the division losers. Chicago Bears brought in Caleb Williams, Keenan Allen. They brought in another guy, I forget. Their roster looks way better. They already have DJ Moore. But we're also in this video, we'll be going over what I think their record will be. Well, I said that. Like, predicting their games. So in week 1, they played at home versus the Titans. I think that's a win. So off in the good note. Then they play at the Texans. That's a loss. Then at Indianapolis, loss. Versus the Rams, loss. But that gives them a wake-up call that they started 1-3 and they're supposed to be doing better. So they win at home versus the Panthers. They stay at home versus Jacksonville and win. So they're 3-3. Go on a bye week. They get caught slacking versus the Commanders. They lose. And the Cardinals. But they win versus the Patriots. Then they play at home versus the Packers. Packers on the base. Packers win. At home versus Vikings. They'll win that. At Lions, loss. At 49ers, loss. At Vikings, loss. Versus Lions, loss. Versus Seahawks, loss. At Packers, loss. Final record, I have them going 5-12. I think their ceiling can be 6, 7. I'll ceiling 7 wins and floor 3 wins, but I think they'll get 5 wins. That's probably gonna be one of the larger margins I do. Great. So next up, let's go with the Minnesota Vikings, 3rd in the division last year. Alright, so week 1 at Giants. I think start off on a bad note, losing. Versus 49ers loss, versus Texans loss, at Packers loss. 0-4. They play the Jets, surprisingly win. Bring it to 1-4, even though JJ McCarthy's hurt. He might be out for the year. Versus Lions loss, at Rams loss. Versus Colts win, at Jags. At Jags, it's gonna be a loss. At Titans loss. Versus Cardinals win. Versus Falcons loss. They beat the Bears. Lose to the Seahawks. Lose to the Packers. Lose to the Lions. I have them going 4-13. Worse than the Bears. I think their floor, honestly, their floor can be 1 win. And their ceiling, I have their ceiling at 5 wins. 6 wins, I'll say 6 wins to be safe. Alright, next up, let's go with my Packers. Alright, at Philadelphia, I'm going to try not to be biased. Well, in Brazil versus the Eagles, I'm going to go with the loss. At home versus the Colts, win. At Titans, win. Versus Vikings, win. Versus at Rams, loss. Versus Cardinals, win. Versus Texans, win. Versus Jags, win. Versus Lions, win. At Bears, win. Versus 49ers, I'm going to go loss. Versus Dolphins, win. At Lions, loss. At Seahawks, win. At Saints, win. Versus Saints, win. At Vikings, win. versus Bears win. 13-4 record is what I think they'll have. Their ceiling I can have at 16 win. And their floor, I'll go with 10 wins. Alright. Last but not least, the division winners from last year. The Detroit Lions. I'm going to have a win at home versus Rams, win at home versus Buccaneers, win at Cardinals, win versus Seahawks, go on a bye, then lose at Cowboys, win at Vikings, win versus Titans, lose at Packers, lose at Texans, win versus Jags, loss at Colts. I have an upset there. Win versus Bears, win versus Packers, loss versus Bills, win at Lions, loss at 49ers, win versus Vikings. I have them going 11-6. I think their ceiling can be 13 wins. Their floor, 9 wins. Alright, so with that, I have the Vikings getting last in the division, at 4-13. The Bears getting second to last, third in the division at 5-12. Lions getting second at 11-6. Packers getting first at 13-4. What time is it? Alright, I'm on 6 minutes in. Let's go on NFC South. Alright. Start off with the division losers. Panthers. They're going to lose at Saints, lose versus Chargers, lose at Raiders, or lose versus Bengals, lose at Bears, lose versus Falcons, lose versus Washington, win their first game at Broncos, win their second game versus Saints, win their third game versus Giants. So they won 3 in a row. Then they go on a bye week, go versus the Chiefs, loss versus Buccaneers, loss at Eagles, loss versus Cowboys, loss versus Cardinals, loss versus Buccaneers, loss versus Falcons. I have the Panthers going 3-14. I think their low is 2 wins and their high is 4 wins. Alright. Let's go with the Saints now. Alright, so win versus Panthers, loss at Cowboys, loss versus Eagles, loss at Falcons, loss at Chiefs, win versus Buccaneers, win versus Broncos, loss at Chargers, loss at Panthers, win versus Falcons, loss versus Browns, win versus Rams, win at Giants, win versus Commanders, loss at Packers, win versus Raiders, loss at Buccaneers. I have them going 8-9, which is 5 wins ahead of the Panthers. So I think the Saints low is 6 wins. Their high 9 wins. Alright, now let's go with the Falcons, who I think wins versus Steelers, loss at Eagles, loss versus Chiefs, win versus Saints, win versus Buccaneers, win versus Panthers, loss versus Seahawks, loss versus Buccaneers, loss versus Cowboys, loss versus Saints, win versus Broncos. Bye week, I think they'll upset the Chargers. Win versus Chargers, win versus Vikings, loss versus Raiders, win versus Giants, win versus Commanders, win versus loss versus Commanders, win versus Panthers. Falcons going 9-8 right now, 1 win better than the Saints. Now we go with so I think their ceiling is 10 wins. Their low is 7 wins. Alright, Buccaneers now. I think Buccaneers win versus Commanders, loss versus Lions, win versus Broncos, loss versus Eagles, loss versus Falcons, loss versus Saints, loss versus Ravens, win versus Falcons, loss versus Chiefs, loss versus 49ers, win versus Giants, win versus Panthers, win versus Raiders, loss versus Chargers, loss versus Cowboys. I have them going 8-9 as well. I think their ceiling can be 10 wins. Their low, 6 wins. Alright, so now for the NFC South. In 4th place, we have the Carolina Panthers at 3-14. 3rd place, New Orleans Saints, 8-9. 2nd place, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 8-9. 1st place, Atlanta Falcons, 9-8. Alright, let's just do the whole NFC. Start off with the NFC West. Cardinals, loss at Bills, win versus Rams, loss at Lions, win versus Commanders, loss versus 49ers, loss versus Packers, loss versus Chargers, loss versus Dolphins, win versus Bears, loss versus Jets, loss versus Seahawks, loss versus Vikings, win versus Vikings. Win versus Seahawks, win versus Patriots, win versus Panthers, loss versus Rams, win versus the 49ers. Upset win there. So 7-10. I think their low is 5 wins. Their high is 7 wins, which I have them at. Alright. Now let's go with the Seahawks. Alright, Seahawks. Win versus Broncos. Win at Patriots. Loss versus Dolphins. Loss versus Lions. Win versus Giants. Loss versus 49ers. Win versus Falcons. Loss versus Bills. Win versus Rams. Loss versus 49ers. Win versus Cardinals. Loss versus Jets. Loss versus Cardinals. Loss versus Green Bay. Win versus Vikings. Win versus Bears. Loss versus Rams. 8-9. Right now I have them at 1 win better than the Cardinals. Let's go over with the Rams. Ooh, I'll have win versus 49ers. Win versus Raiders. Loss versus Dolphins. Loss versus Patriots. Win versus Eagles. Loss versus 49ers. Loss versus Bills. Loss versus Jets. 8-9 record for the Rams, but they will be 1 place ahead of the Seahawks. Alright, now 49ers. Win versus Jets. Win versus Vikings. Loss at Rams. Win versus Patriots. Win versus Cardinals. Win versus Seahawks. Loss versus Chiefs. Loss versus Cowboys. Win versus Buccaneers. Win versus Seahawks. Win versus Packers. Loss at Bills. Win versus Bears. Win versus 49ers. Loss at Dolphins. Win versus Lions. Loss at Cardinals. I would 49ers going at 11-6. I think they're low 10 wins. They're high 13 wins. I'm predicting them on the lower side. All right, now in the NFC West, I have the Cardinals going last with 7-10 record. This is a competitive division because 7 wins and getting last is crazy. It's 3rd in the division, Seahawks 8-9. 2nd in the division, Rams 8-9. 1st, 49ers 11-6. Right. Now, last but not least, NFC East. Alright, so let's start with the Giants. Win versus Vikings. Loss versus Commanders. Loss versus Browns. Loss versus Cowboys. Loss versus Seahawks. Loss versus Bengals. Loss versus Eagles. Loss versus Steelers. Win versus Commander. Loss versus Panthers. Loss versus Buccaneers. Loss versus Cowboys. Loss versus Saints. Loss versus Ravens. Loss versus Falcons. Win versus Colts. Loss versus Eagles. 3-14. I think their low is 0 win. Their highest 4 wins. Okay. Now let's go with the Commanders. Right. Loss versus Buccaneers. Win versus Giants. Loss versus Bengals. Loss versus Cardinals. Loss versus Browns. Loss versus Ravens. Win versus Panthers. Win versus Bears. Loss versus Giants. Win versus Steelers. lost versus Cowboys. Lost versus Eagles. Beating the Cowboys at home. Beating the Titans at home. Going on bye week, losing to the Saints. Beating the Eagles. Beating the Falcons, losing to the Cowboys. 8-9 record. They beat the Eagles and the Cowboys once. Alright. So I think the Commanders' ceiling is 9 wins, and their low is 5 wins. Actually, no. I think the Commanders' ceiling is 8 wins. Low is 5. I think Jaden Daniels is crazy. Alright, now Eagles. Win versus Packers, win versus Falcons, win versus Saints, win versus Buccaneers. Win versus Browns, win versus Giants. Loss versus Bengals. Win versus Jags, loss versus Cowboys, win versus Commanders, loss versus Rams, loss versus Ravens, win versus Panthers, win versus Steelers, loss versus Commanders, win versus Cowboys, win for Giants. 12-5 record. Alright, now the Cowboys. Loss versus Browns, win versus Saints, loss versus Ravens, win versus Giants, win versus Steelers, win versus Lions, win versus 49ers, win versus Falcons, win versus Eagles, loss versus Texans, loss versus Washington, win versus Giants, loss versus Bengals, win versus Panthers, win versus Buccaneers, loss Eagles, win Commanders. 11-6 record. I think the Cowboys ceiling 13 wins, low 8 wins. Alright, and now for the standings. 3-14 Giants in fourth. Second is 8-9 Commanders. Third is 8-9 Commanders. Second is 11-6 Cowboys. First is 12-5 Eagles. Competitive division between the 3 of them. Alright, so that is every team. But now I'm going to give my full ranking out. So in 16th place in the NFC, Giants at 3-14. 15th, Panthers at 3-14, beating the Giants. 14th, Vikings at 4-13. 13th, 5-12 Bears. No 6-1 teams. 12th, 7-10 Cardinals. Yeah, bro, this is competitive. There's only 2, 4, 5 teams that get 7 wins or below. And 2 of those teams probably next year will have more than 7 wins, the Cardinals and Bears. Maybe the Vikings and Panthers, not the Giants. Alright, in 11th place, 8-9 Saints. 10th place, Buccaneers, 8-9. 9th place, Seahawks, 8-9. 8th place, Commanders, 8-9. 7th place, 8-9 Rams. 6th place, 11-6 Lions. 5th place, 11-6 Cowboys. 4th place, 9-8 Falcons. 3rd place, 11-6 49ers. 2nd place, 12-5 Eagles. 1st place, 13-4 Packers. Let's go. Alright, y'all. That's going to do it for this video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.